Wow, 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 wow. Today's video. No endorsements, no sponsorship, no money's changed hands. But the paint I'm testing, Isomat. Is it any good? I'll give you an honest opinion. So stay tuned, keep watching, because this video will show you the primer undercoat, the gloss, the satin or the eggshell. So if you want to know what this paint's actually like, Phil Beckwith, the professional painter and decorator, is product testing it. Welcome back, chillins. You're obviously following on from previous videos. We've done testing the gloss, we've also tested the eggshell. Now we're coming on to the, I'm going to say final lap, we can't really say final lap. This, I'm going to test the Isomat, it's the Isolac Aqua, it's the Isomat Satin finish. Got the door already. Previous videos you've seen the original gloss, that was the 30-minute one, a bit long for you, but gave you the history really of where we are with this. You've seen the eggshell one. We've got the prime door over the black. I've taped it off. We're doing this section now with a coat of satin finish, the Isomat Isolac Aqua Satin. So give us a couple of minutes. I'm going to whip it all up because you need to mix it well. I'm going to coat it up, same brush we're using, the Wicks brush, like I've done on the previous videos, and we'll do one coat, then a second coat, seeing what it's covering like over the primer undercoat. So yeah, bear with me and I'll crack on. You like the fast forwarding bit, don't you? Diddle 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 diddle. Satin finish, there's the brush, coating it up. Sorry, I'm working out the tin. There we have it. I'm going to zoom in on this. I'm just going to give quick observations after that first coat. Now, it's warm. It's not red hot out, but it's warm. There's warm. It's not in the sun. I would actually say, and I can do brushwork, I struggle putting that on. Now, whether it's because of the warmth in the air, if you were using an oil-based paint, what you do is you apply the paint and you put it in we call it a crow's nest fashion. Put it on every direction, then you just wipe your brush down so you're not putting any more paint on. You horizontally lay it off to get the flow, and then you finish with the tips of the bristles with the length, and that's how you get an even finish. Now, I tried to do that on there because it's got a feel, it feels a little bit oily. It's not, because it's obviously acrylic based, but I struggled getting it on to get a nice even coverage application. So really it's a case that you probably find with a lot of paints that are water based, you've got to get it on and lay it off as quick as you can. So you'll see I tried various techniques trying to apply that paint on the main panels, tried to crow's nest it, lay it off horizontally, then finish up. I was struggling with it. Whether a spot of paint, that would be funny, wouldn't it? Whether a spot of water in your paint would just help you flow, quite possibly. For this experiment and testing, I'm not putting any water into it. I'm seeing what it's like out of the can. But other than that, it's not got on too bad. Other than that, trying to apply it. Now, this drying time, I'm just checking. It says drying. Yeah, oh, I'm right. Drying time's less than an hour, probably touch dry. But recoat time on the side of the can is a bit more than the eggshells and the glosses. It says 4 to 6 hours recoat time. So I've done this early on. I'm going to come back to this later on in the afternoon and give it a second coat, so it's had that, let's call it 4 hours. I'm going to get it in the sun, I'm going to let it dry off naturally, but we'll see what it's like. But so far it seems alright. I've gone quiet. I'll see you later on. Feels ages since I've seen you. Really is ages, because the recoat time on this is 4 to 6 hours, so I thought let's do it properly, let's give it the good 6 hours. So it's ages since I coated this all up. Don't forget primer. It's had 1 coat of satin and we've let it wait. It's waited and waited. It's been in the sun, it's been out the sun, it's been in the air, so we've had a good 6 hours between coats. Well, it will be between coats, but I'm going to give it a coat now. So I'm going to do my usual, say see on the other side when I get it coated up. I'll fast forward it and then let's have a look at it and discuss what we think to this Isomat Isolac Aqua Satin, all in white. Wow, 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 wow. Did I say wow enough times? God, that went on a dream. A little bit grinny, and I'll say, what do you expect? We've gone over a black door. But that has gone on beautifully. I'm going to give it, well, I'm going to move it round into the sun so it dries a bit quicker so I can run my hand over it. But you know what? It's good, that. Really good. See you in a mo. I've done my wows. Right, it's had time to dry. Run my hand over it. It won't take long to dry when the sun's on it. Now, touch dry. It says on the tin less than an hour. We know that. 4 to 6 hours main drying time. Yeah, we know that. I gave it a good 6 hours because, as I said, it seems ages since I've been talking to you. But if you remember, when I put that first coat of the satin there, I'm not saying I struggled putting it on, and the primer undercoat was done the day before, so I'm not saying I struggled putting it on, but it was literally a case of getting it on and laying it off. Same principle applies here. Just when you're working with water-based paints, bang it on, get enough on your brush that you can put enough on, work it and lay it off quickly. That's gone on a beaut. We have had a black door, so we are pushing the boundaries with that one undercoat with 2 top coats. I keep saying, if we were going over whites or light colours, there's going to be no issue whatsoever with that covering. This is covered brilliantly. Now, you know from my last video, or a few videos back, where we were doing the gloss, which is below, I was sitting on the fence with the gloss. I'm a bit like that with the gloss. Who has gloss anymore? But my experiments have been doing gloss, and which is the best gloss. So far everybody's telling me it's still the Johnnos. I know it's a hybrid, I know, but it's still a good gloss. This satin, this is a cracking satin. Is it one of the best satins I've used? It's one of the best satins I've used for a long while. How's it compared to Helmi 30? Yeah, probably on a par. Probably brushes better because it feels like you're putting a proper paint on. Helmi 30, Tikkurila's Helmi 30 is a little bit thin, shall I say, when you put it on, so it does apply easier. That, it takes a good person with a brush. Does that make sense? It takes a good person with a brush to apply it. But generally, that finish is pretty good. It's covered really, really well. Now, finish-wise, how satiny is it? I can tell you now, because I've been doing last week Everol Aqua 40. Everol Aqua 40's got a cracking sheen, and I mean a sheen. That hasn't got the same sort of sheen if it's classed as a satin. This I would probably say more like a Helmi 30, like a 30% sheen factor. I'm a hard push to see much difference from my last video where I was trying the Eggshell. Eggshell's lower down on the door. I like the Eggshell finish, I like the flatter finish. This has got a little bit more sheen, not a lot. I think you might be hard pushed to turn it over. I don't reckon there's much in it, to be honest. Tell me something different, give me some comments. I don't think that Eggshell finish has got much of a... No, I don't, to be honest, I don't think there's much in it. Has somebody put the same product in just different tins? Don't know. I think you can tell I'm not that impressed with the gloss. It's a good white. We're not talking about gloss. Right, satin. So yeah, it's gone on really nice. You'll probably find you were putting a bit more, you'd probably put a bit of water in it just to make it flow a bit easier. We've done it out the can. So we've not altered it, we've done it out the can. And somebody will probably say to me, you need to put some water in it. Yeah, I think we found that out. But as a finish, it's gone on really nicely. Will I be using it again? Definitely. Would I tell you to use it? If you know how to do brush work, if you don't have any problem applying paint by brush, yeah, give it a go. Make sure you've got that undercoat, which is the primer. And this, drying time, 1 to 2 hours. I'll say thank you very much for the distributors of Isomat to send these paints to me, because without getting my hands and trying these products, I want to know about it. And I can actually say to you, that is a really nice product, give it a go. The Eggshell, personal preference whether you like the Eggshell finish or the satin. I'm struggling seeing much difference. It's not the difference between having the 8s and the 10s and the 30s and the 40s on the Tickerilla range, which I use mainly, but they're better sprayed. This, a lot better brushed. And I've said before, I'm going to give these a go at spraying because I want to know what they're actually like spraying. They'll probably need thinning. I won't be using airless. Does it need airless? Could be used airless. Can I get away with HVLP? Can I get me proper HVLP on it? Give us some comments. But all in all, really impressed with that. And I'll say, give it a thumbs up. I'm liking it. And yeah, I've hearing somebody say, well, how much is it a tin? I've spoke about the prices of paints on the previous videos, but you're looking just around about 50 quid a tin for a 2.5 litre. That's the same with the primer, stroke undercoat and the finish, whether it's the gloss, the Eggshell or the satin. So 50 quid a tin. It's par for the course nowadays, isn't it? Let's knock it on the head now. Spoke enough. Is there a video there and a video there you can look at? Please subscribe, press that bell. You won't miss a regular update that I'm doing. I'm trying to do 2 videos a week, as you probably know. Mondays and Thursdays. Great paint. Highly recommend it. Thank you very much for listening. See you on the next one.